Section 8 versus Section 3 in the 215-pound weight class. From Section 8, the senior from Long Beach, New York, Long Beach High School, James Scotty Graham, up against the senior from Section 3 from C.W. Baker High School in Baldwinsville, Pat Halpin. And here they go at it.
Halpin was a runner-up last year at the 250-pound weight class. 1 point red. Technical violation. I don't know. I didn't quite see what they had done wrong, but Halpin gets a point for technical violation, and he's ahead 1-0.
Playing in front of the home crowd here.
Section 3 had two representatives, the 91-pounder and now the heavyweight, the light and the heavy of it.
Len Coombs from Section 3 in the 91-pound weight class was a loser earlier tonight to Frank Fraunhofer, 5-1. And here's the other Section 3 representative from C.W. Baker High School in Baldwinsville, 18-year-old Pat Halpin. And he's leading 1-0 in this match.
The official is Bob Stevenson, the referee, and the assistant referee is Jim Wild for this match.
Halpin's going to stay in Syracuse for 4 more years. He'll be attending Syracuse University next season. James Scotty Graham, determined young man from Long Beach. He is going to attend Ohio State University on a football scholarship. He's a high school All-American and an All-State tailback.
I don't know if I'd like to have that 200 pounds plus coming at me. Means he's got to be fast.
He's a big young man as well. A lot of action in this first period, but very little scoring. 1-0, Halpin's in front. And that was on a technical call.
A violation. I didn't see what had happened to call that, but the referee had signaled it and called a technical violation. 1 point for Pat.
Both wrestlers have been on their feet a lot so far in the first period. And they're going to call a stall there as a warning.
That's a stalling against James Scotty Graham. He's got to be more aggressive. See, the shots have all come from Halpin. And Graham, hasn't shot. Nice shot, low. As we speak, he takes a shot.
No points awarded yet. And they're going to give two. Graham in the darker uniform, in the green uniform, representing Section 8, gets 2 points there. And he's ahead 2-1. He's a big boy.
They're both big.
Now the referees are talking with each other. What do you think they're saying right there, Doug?
I'm not so sure if he's talking about pushing him after the whistle blew out of bounds or whether that was a call or not.
Get a look at the crowd on hand. We had close to 7,000 people, I would imagine, here at the Memorial. A real good house.
It was real crowded. I think a lot of people are might be heading home. They come from all over the state. A wrestling following is a very loyal following, and they're coming up here to watch their son or a team member. They follow them. And a lot of wrestlers come up just to watch it. Because they can learn something here. A lot of good wrestling going on.
Graham took him out of bounds, and now Pat Halpin, you look over at the scoring table, he wasn't really liking what was being called there.
He got 1 point for pushing him out of bounds, okay? That's another technical violation. That's another point. Now, if another technical violation happens, it's worth 2 points. And if it happens again, he loses by disqualification. That's how the penalty point system works.
Pat Halpin was a runner-up in the 250-pound weight class just a year ago, so he's looking to extend it. Good escape that time by Graham to get a point back, 3-2. Now he's going after Halpin like a man possessed. Look at that move, two more points.
That last call must have really aggravated him because he's going at it.
Well, he hadn't given up any points except for on technical calls It wasn't anything that helped him to gain his 2 points. It's now 5-2. You're seeing a good one at 2:15.
Halpin's 34-1 and his one loss came earlier in the season, at which he avenged it today. He wrestled the kid, same wrestler again today, and he beat him 8-7. That was McDowell from Section 2.
They're going to award 1 point now to Graham.
That was he had cautioned, the referee had cautioned Halpin earlier on a false start or starting before the whistle, and you get a caution, and next time you do it, it's a point.
6-2 now. Graham is in front. Minute 10 to go in the second period.
Halpin's trying to get those that hand control. I don't know quite sure what he's going to do with it. Looks like Graham's going to give him 1 point here.
If he makes an escape, he'll get a point on the.
That's right. And Halpin wants to hang on to him and say, I don't want you to have 1. I want to get 2 from you. Graham won out that one. He got the 1.
So it's 6-3.
Be good for Halpin to get a takedown here. He needs to score some points.
Half a minute to go in the second period, 6-3. James Scotty Graham out of Long Beach High School in Long Beach, New York. Representing Section 8, the team leaders and soon-to-be winners of the 87 championships. Section 8's team firmly in front. Graham's win here would only solidify that. There's another.
There'll be another point on a false start. Yep, it's another point. Halpin's just trying to be a little over-aggressive here. Trying to get gain some type of advantage over Graham.
He's trailing by 4, 7-3 with 10 seconds to go in the period. Two wrestlers who have been going at it tonight.
They haven't, a lot of times heavyweights, they start to slow down and, not be nearly as impressive. These guys are impressing me. They both look quick and aggressive. They're working hard out there.
How much of a factor does fatigue play when you get up in the weight class?
I think it plays a little bit more because now you got to pull around. It's like dragging around 50 pounds versus 200 pounds. It's got to take a little bit more wear and tear out of you. But I think all these wrestlers are in excellent shape at this point of the season. That was a caution on green for a false start. Looks like both wrestlers are trying to gain as much advantage over the other one from the starting position as possible.
Without those two technical calls against Graham, Halpin wouldn't even be in this match. As it is right now, he's down 7-3.
Well, Halpin has also lost 2 technical violations against him. So really it would be, 5-1 without those 2 calls. The problem is the next one is worth 2 points on either one.
And they're going to call this
I think it should be 2.
Another stalling warning on Graham. The crowd doesn't like it, but Halpin's going to get a point nonetheless. It's 7-4 now. Should that have been 2?
I thought it should have been 2.
Now that was a warning. Let's see. The referee's going over to the scoring table.
It should be a 2. It should be 2 points.
They're saying 1 point over at the table.
Okay, I'm wrong.
So it's 7-4 with a minute and a half to go. So Halpin still has a chance.
Well, he could, he's on the bottom, which means he can get at least a 2-point reversal. And, you know, I still think I'm right. He got a technical the first time. He got a technical for pushing him out of bounds. It should be 2 points.
Referees were over the table. They're satisfied with their call, so it's 7-4. And let's see if the senior out of C.W. Baker and Baldwinsville can get out of it. If Halpin can get a reversal here or get an escape anyway.
I must have been mistaken on the call in the first period on what they called, because it should be 1, 1, and 2. They just put another point up there. I don't know quite why, but you know.
Reed Hawk, the tournament chairman's over at the scoring table looking at the scoreboard, so we'll try and clear this up. Right now, we look at the wrestlers on the mat, and Halpin is trailing by 2 with 50 seconds to go.
Makes a difference. You know, 2 points is different than 3 points.
And they're out of bounds.
On 1 clock, they've got 2.
This up.
They're
7-5 on one scoreboard, 7-4 on the other. Now the referees are going back over the scoring table.
I love it when I'm right.
Yeah,
if I am right.
I think you are.
Because he got the 1 point in the first. I wasn't sure what the one I didn't know about.
Warning.
Then they pushed him out of bounds, and then he had already warned him for stalling, and he just gave him a point. So it has to be 2 points. Well, the referees are conferring over at the table.
There you see him right there talking with the official scores, and Reed Hawk was also over there for a while.
It should be 7-5.
What are the wrestlers going through now during this break? Is it the timeout hurt them at all, not to getting right back into the action?
No, it probably helps them. They're probably, you know, they're getting a little tired. There's only, 38 seconds to go. Halpin, it's a good move by Halpin. Now, he's down. He gets a reversal. It's tied, and it's sent in overtime.
7-5 is going to be the official score, and they're going over to talk to Graham's coaches.
I think they want to make sure everybody has a clear understanding, since it is a change.
I think they're telling him what you just told us. That,
right.
That it had to be a 2-point.
Now they're telling
score.
the wrestlers. They're explaining everything that went on, and coach just yells over to his wrestler Graham. You give him 1, not 2.
So he'll allow him for the escape, but he doesn't want to see a reversal here.
He should make sure he doesn't give any points. Oh,
there's 1 point, so it's 7-6 now with 30 seconds to go.
He could get hooked for stalling again.
Halpin just runs out of room there. Looked like he had control. 24 seconds to go in a 1-point bout.
It could make a difference here if he gets called for stalling again. I'd hate to have it, a match come down to that type of thing.
And they're going at it with 15 seconds to go. And they're out of bounds again, so they're going to go back to the center of the mat.
Out of bounds.
13 seconds to go.
Halpin's got to shoot here. He's got to shoot.
Some of the crowd on their feet. Let's see what happens.
Pat's got to do 1 shot. He's just got to try 1 desperation move. You might as well lose by 10 as by none.
That's the match. Graham holds on for the victory. James Scotty Graham, a senior out of Long Beach, New York, is the winner in the 215-pound weight class of the 1987 New York State Wrestling Championships here at the War Memorial. So the senior who will move on to football at Ohio State, an All-American, has done it. And he goes over with his coaches, who are just as excited as he is.